going on, team? Glad you made it back to another quick workout video. Today I'm going to be showing you what I have in my gym bag. Alright, so before we get started with this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button because I really know you're going to enjoy this video. Alright, so first thing is the bag I use. I personally like huge bags because I like to put a lot of things inside of my bag because depending on what workout I'm doing, I like to, I might switch it up, I might put different things into my routines, I might use bands, I might not use bands, so pretty much I want to get a huge bag, and I seen this company Highly has this workout bag that's huge. It has a bunch of different compartments, and it's big and it's heavy, but that's what I signed up for. So let's open it up. First thing in my bag, some headphones. Yeah, I got them wireless just because it's less of a hassle. If you see my Murph video, they really helped me get through most of the workouts that I did. And whenever I'm doing workouts, I usually like to listen to music. So that's number one. I got my keys in here. I got a pen, some chapstick, and an extra camera battery. So has nothing to do with really working out, but that's that. Let's see what I got here in the back. In the back, I got my wallet, some chalk, liquid chalk, helps the workouts, helps me get some grip, and then I got some gymnastic gloves, so when I'm going to do some freestyle on the bar, instead of ripping my hands, I just put on my gloves, or even sometimes if I'm just like really fatigued and my grip is stopping me from finishing my workouts, I'll put on some gloves too, just so that I can get more reps in, you know? So that's what's in there. And it has another compartment here, but I usually use that for school books because, you know, times are hard, so I use the same bag pretty much. So if I'm going straight from work, I'm training a client, I just use the same bag pretty much. I got 2 water compartments, but as of right now, there's nothing in this one. In here, definitely major key, water. Got my water Yeti in here, just to make sure I have a lot of water. I think it's like, this is about 1.5 liters or half a gallon container. Keeps it nice, fresh, cool, warm. I like water really like room temperature. So I keep that in there because you never know when you're gonna need it. You always need water, so the more water you have, the better, as long as you're not drowning, you know? Alright, what do I got up here? Got a calculator for school. That's not workout related. Alright, so now we get into the good stuff. My big bag compartment. Alright, so if you see my previous videos on how to set up gymnastic rings and my bicep workout video, you'll see that I was using some rings. So I like to keep a pair of rings inside of my bag because you're definitely gonna have to use some rings here and there. And I never know if I'm gonna use them either for myself or for clients. I like to use them a lot. So I try to always keep my rings in my bag. The other one's in there somewhere. I got some resistance bands, sponsored by Bar Stars. Definitely help me out with my workouts. I got all the different types of resistance bands. I got thicker ones, less resistance, and medium resistance, just to help guide you through your workouts. Again, like if you're trying to go a little past fatigue in your workouts, they could definitely help. If you're trying to get a new skill, I like to help them assist me too. So it's definitely a big plus when I'm working out. I definitely always have my resistance bands in my bag. Next thing I see is my weight belt. What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, my dip belt. So again, just like my rings, I never knew when I'm gonna use it. So some days I'll plan to go a little heavier and put some weight on my calisthenics. Some days I'm using it with clients, but even if I'm not using it, I just keep it there just in case because I like it. It definitely makes the exercise a little more challenging if I want that extra push. Goes that. Found the other ring. I got some strangling resistance bands that I use that I just want like on the fly. So this is my stretching band. I keep it out. I got a booty band for some leg exercises, squats. Get that for the glute activation. What else we got in here? Jump rope, great for warming up. I use it because it gets the whole body in tune, you know. I like running. Sometimes if I'm not feeling like running, I just get a nice good jump rope session in, and it's pretty fun. Yeah, gets the whole wrist activating, the shoulders, the core, the legs, the calves, everything is in tune when you're doing jump rope. So I always keep that inside of my bag. These bands I always keep at least 2 separate types of resistance in here. Right now I got a 60-pound resistance and a 40-pound resistance, because some exercises I want to like isolate and target a little more and add them to my bodyweight routines. So I definitely use these bands. They're pretty good. They come with these grips, so you don't have to just hold on to the metal part. So you can use them for curls, like tricep extensions, chest flies, simulating any pretty much like major weighted workout you can do with the resistance bands. And they're supposed to be easier on your joints when you're using the resistance band, assuming that you're using a resistance that's tailored for you, that's not so heavy, and it's really great. You should definitely add them to your workouts. The other numbered strap buckle for my rings. Here I got some hand wraps. I use my hand wraps because I also do teach boxing in the morning. I do some like boxing practice in the morning for some clients. So if I don't have gloves, just use some hand wraps, get some striking practice in. That's also great cardio if you're into that. It's good as using the whole body. You're using your core, you're using your arms, you're using your legs, stabilizing yourself around. And that's also pretty great. I have a massage ball in here. I use this trigger point ball, spiky, to really get deep into the muscle, grain, help take out any knots you got, and really good for massaging. But let me not get too into that now because it feels great. It hurts, but it's like a good pain, you know? And last for like main workout equipment I got is my ankle weights. Ankle weights, any type of like weighted calisthenics, you should definitely be a little iffy on. Definitely make sure that you build a good base, a solid base foundation for your exercises, because it could be a little too heavy and it might target a lot of weight onto specific muscle groups that you may not have so strong. So like I know a lot of people like to do leg raises and L-sits and a lot of core work with ankle weights. I don't necessarily recommend it until you know that you're strong enough to have it, because to use them, because you could definitely put a lot of pressure on your hip flexors, and there's like one of the leading causes of injuries and hernias. I wouldn't recommend running with my ankle weights just because all of the pressure on your ankles and stuff. I actually never have, and I don't really plan on doing it. It's not something I would recommend. I've walked around with them like in between workouts, and even that alone like feels really heavy. These ankle weights from Nordic Lifting, 5 pounds. I feel like they're pretty good. They're a little heavier on the heavier side. They have lighter ankle weights. I know they have 2.5s, and they have even heavier ankle weights. Like I've seen up to like 20 or 40 pounds. But depending on what you're doing, you may not need it. You may not ever need to need it, or you may need to slowly, gradually upgrade in the weight. But that is that. Then finally, I definitely have a first aid kit. Got some antiseptic wipes and some band-aids. And I also got some Neosporin, just because you never know when you can get injured. If you rip your hand open, you fall, you scrape your leg. This is always good to have, whether it's in your gym bag or your purse or whatever it is. It's always really good to have that. You never know when an injury can come out of nowhere. And the last thing I have in my bag is a few headbands. I like these. They're stylish. Also, I hate getting a sweaty eye when I'm doing a workout, especially because I have glasses on. Sweat drips into my eye, and then the sodium, it blurs me. It makes me really uncomfortable. So I always keep a few headbands in, just in case I know I'm gonna get a really, really sweaty workout, especially since I sweat a lot. I like to keep some headbands in there and keep that sweat out of my eye. Oh, here we go. Last thing I also have in my gym bag is a charger. The cable might be lost in here somewhere. I might have yanked it out, and some wrist wraps that I use. So it's really good to keep wrist wraps in your bag just for that mobility. If you want to do something like that's gonna put a lot of pressure on your wrist, so your wrist just isn't feeling it that day. Putting on some wrist wraps is gonna really take that pain and that pressure away from your wrist. It doesn't go to say that you shouldn't be working on your wrist mobility and exercising your wrist regardless, but if you want to push it one day or you're feeling some pain that day and you really want to make the most out of it, I would use some wrist wraps. The gloves that I had over there actually have wrist wraps attached to them, so that goes hand in hand. I know a lot of gloves do have wrist wraps attached to them, and this is just charger for, you know, phone technology, new age stuff. But yeah, that's my video for everything that's inside of my gym bag. It's pretty empty right now and very light, so I kind of like it. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that it's really light right now. If you're interested in any of the things that I had in this video, the links to everything is gonna be down in the description section below. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions about anything any of the items that I used in this video, feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Make sure to keep squeezing, breathing, believing, and take care. Peace.